So, will the price of Bitcoin continue with this uptrend? Will the price of Bitcoin get attracted towards the no-brainer price target for the month of July? Or what kind of scenario should we expect next? Because the price, just like how we anticipated, broke out after breaking the resistance which he had around 109, 110,000. And I showed you with so many different examples. Breaking that key trend line means we are on our way to form a new parabolic move, and just like how we anticipated, Bitcoin is breaking out. I even showed you with this ABC correction. We have already ended this bearish move, and now Bitcoin could show a very similar move to this one here. I mean, just like I showed in an example, this exact scenario is playing out at the moment. Parallelly, I even showed you guys with this falling channel or a bull flag formation. Bitcoin has officially broken out of this 109, 110,000. Now we are expecting this uptrend to continue following this falling channel or bull flag formation, which it did. Parallelly, we even talked about this bump and run reversal formation. I showed you guys Bitcoin, after breaking out of this key trend line, is expected to continue with this uptrend, which it did. Now, will Bitcoin continue even higher? Because yesterday when we zoomed out, I mean, we looked at yearly columns and found out that yearly columns is also pointing us this year, 2025, is expected to remain bullish. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. One bearish year followed by 3 consecutive bullish years since 2014. You can see 2014, this was one bearish year followed by 3 consecutive bullish year. One bearish year in 2018 followed by 3 consecutive bullish year. We already had this bearish year in 2022. Now, if this continuation continues, then the year 2025 is also expected to remain bullish, and not just only because of the yearly columns, even with the help of this Wyckoff's price cycle. Before expecting a reversal, this one here, before expecting a reversal to the downside, first Bitcoin must form a distribution area, or we must head towards the overbought area, just like I shown in an example, and only after that we are expecting a reversal like this to play out. But in our case, this does not look like a overbought or a distribution area, so that's why we said in an upcoming days we are expecting this uptrend to continue, and only after reaching certain price target we are going to start forming a distribution like this, and only after that an actual markdown phase. But until then, in a bigger picture, Bitcoin still has a lot of room to grow, and not only because of this Wyckoff price cycle, even with the help of this falling wedge. Falling wedge is a bullish continuation pattern, and just like as shown here in an example, you can see Bitcoin is doing an exact move. I mean, after breaking out of this upper trend line, we had a very bullish continuation in this example, and comparing this to the current price action for Bitcoin, you can see we are doing the exact same. So if this continuation continues, even according to this falling wedge, you can see Bitcoin is expected to go much higher. Not just only with this example. Yesterday, I even showed you guys that Bitcoin has broken out of this horizontal channel. Whenever the price of Bitcoin during uptrend has broken out of this horizontal trend line, right, it has turned the price very bullish. And in our case, Bitcoin broke out of this upper trend line, and now, just like from this past price action, we are expecting this uptrend to continue. So even from this channel breakout formation, Bitcoin is expected to head higher, because parallelly, if you simply monitor this price movement here, I mean, if we look at this continuation, which has been playing out since the beginning of this uptrend, you can see every time whenever the price breaks out of a certain line, I mean the previous high, flips that into support, a markup phase continues. And in our case, if you simply look at this movement here, what we are witnessing right now, according to Livermore pivotal point theory, it is very common. I mean, breaking out of the previous high, flipping that into support usually gives us a buying opportunity. And in our case, after breaking out of the previous high, flipping that into support, we started with a new bullish move. And just like from this textbook pattern, Bitcoin did give us a buying opportunity. And since then, we are clearly turning bullish. So if this bullish continuation continues, where are we expecting the price of Bitcoin to get attracted? According to this descending broadening wedge, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get attracted in between 130,000, 140,000 before looking for reversal. But until then, any sort of a pullback, even if the price starts showing a move like this, will be looked as a temporary pullback, and price of Bitcoin after that is expected to show a bullish continuation in this manner. Because today, what I also did was I added another formation which is also lining up parallelly. I mean, if you look at the price action here in a daily time frame and look at the pullback which brought the price around 98,000, you can see this here also looks like a breakout from inverted head and shoulder. Yes guys, this inverted head and shoulder formation is also pointing us the price opportunity sits around 130, 140,000. So that's why we are expecting this bullishness to remain as long as we reach this key price opportunity, and only after that we are expecting a reversal like this to play out. But until then, even according to this inverted head and shoulder, you can see Bitcoin actually looks very, very bullish. But let's be very realistic. These price targets are very, very bullish price target. But for the month of July, according to our leading indicator, you can see we tested the first target, the arrow line around 112,000, at two line around 117,000. And now if Bitcoin remains above this R2 line for the month of July around 117,000, then you can see guys, we are expecting this uptrend to continue towards our no-brainer price target. So this no-brainer price target will be looked as our upcoming target for the month of July. So that's why if Bitcoin manages to remain above 117,000, then you can see even the no-brainer price target will be attracting us around $124,000, and only after that maybe a reversal like this to play out. I mean a cool down phase before continuing with this bullish continuation, because we know any sort of a pullback, not just only the CPI indicator, even our Williams alligator indicator, these trend lines will be acting as support, right? This trend line will be acting as support in case of some pullback. Not just only that, even the CryptoAnup buy sell indicator, our personal indicator, will be acting as support in case of pullback. And even the bull in Japan, the central line or the basis line, will be acting as support. So any sort of a pullback, you can see we have extremely important support above 110,000 for Bitcoin. So I'm expecting this uptrend to continue. Yes guys, as long as the price remains above these key trend lines, I am expecting this uptrend to continue. But if we simply zoom out and look at this in a smaller picture, yesterday I showed you we might be forming this parabolic curve pattern. According to this parabolic curve pattern, you can see Bitcoin still has two more legs to the upside. I mean, if this parabolic curve pattern plays out here in the medium short term, we have already formed base 1, base 2, and this here could be a formation of base 3, which is the area where the price shows the maximum growth. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to bounce like this, guys. Please be aware. It might take a little bit longer, right? We might go off the track, but I'm actually expecting this parabolic curve pattern to play out at least around 124,000 for the month of July, and only after that some exhaustion. But until then, you can see any sort of a pullback in a bigger picture will be just a temporary pullback before expecting a reversal like this to play out. I mean, Bitcoin heading towards 130,000, 140,000, and only after that a reversal like this to play out. But until then, you can see guys, this uptrend is expected to continue. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed this free bonus from Bybit, the welcome reward up to $30,050, then definitely check the video description. All the links are in the description down below. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to grab this opportunity. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.